The air hits you first, thin, sharp and bracing, as if the mountains themselves are testing your resolve. Each breath feels like a small victory, a reminder that you are high above the world, where the sky seems closer and the earth feels ancient beneath your feet. The cold is not just a temperature but a presence wrapping around you, waking every sense. The air is scented with earth and wood smoke, a blend that speaks of centuries of life lived in these highlands. It's a fragrance that lingers, grounding you in the present while whispering stories of the past. Up here in the shadow of giants, the world wakes slowly. The mountains loom, silent and watchful, as if guarding secrets only the dawn can reveal. The clouds drift lazily, painting shifting patterns across the slopes. A bruised purple light outlines ancient volcanoes, their jagged silhouettes cutting into the morning sky. The colors are deep and mysterious, hinting at the power that shaped this land. Somewhere in the distance, a lone dog's bark echoes down the valley, a solitary sound in the vastness, reminding you that life here is both wild and intimate. This isn't the Ecuador of travel blogs or glossy brochures. It's something older, more profound. It's a place where traditions endure, where the land shapes the people as much as the people shape the land. Morning mist clings to the mountainsides, swirling in the hollows and drifting over the fields. It's a quiet promise of the day to come, a gentle veil that softens the rugged landscape. You pull a wool blanket tighter around your shoulders, the chill both cleansing and invigorating. It's a cold that wakes you up, that makes you grateful for every bit of warmth. From a distant farmhouse, smoke rises in lazy spirals. Someone is stoking a fire, preparing for the day ahead, perhaps brewing the first coffee as the rest of the world still sleeps. The aroma drifts up, rich and earthy, the true currency of Ecuador, traded in quiet moments before the sun fully crests the horizon. Each sip is a connection to the land, to the people who have called these mountains home for generations. As the light shifts, it reveals terraced fields carved into the hillsides, a testament to human ingenuity and resilience. The land is alive with possibility, every furrow and stone wall telling a story of survival and hope. The first stirrings of village life begin, footsteps on dewy grass, quiet voices greeting the morning, the gentle clatter of tools as the day's work starts anew. This place asks only that you be present, to breathe it all in, to let the rhythm of the mountains slow your thoughts and open your heart. Here the story begins, not with a price tag or a checklist, but with the simple, profound act of watching a new day be born. One breath, one heartbeat, one sunrise at a time. Let's address the myth. Live in Ecuador for $300 a month. It's a seductive fantasy. Retiring on a shoestring, living like royalty. Expats flock to cities like Cuenca, chasing the promise of a low-cost life. And yes, you can find cheap apartments and eat for a few dollars. But focusing only on cost blinds you. You become a consumer, not a participant. You haggle over cents, missing the stories behind the goods. The $300 myth reduces Ecuador to a bargain, flattening its rich culture. It's a disservice to both the country and the traveler. By chasing cheap, you miss what's truly valuable. Experiences that can't be bought. The real Ecuador isn't cheap. It's priceless. Tear up the budget spreadsheet. Now the real journey begins. Ecuador is a living, breathing entity. Its history etched in cobblestones and whispered on the wind. It's a land of contrasts. Wake in the Amazon, sleep in the Andes, stand at Ingapurca, feel the weight of ancient civilizations. Learn from a shaman in the Amazon, taste a humita in a bustling market. The real Ecuador is in the details. Vibrant textiles, Andean flute music, shared smiles. It's not always easy. Buses run late, roads are rough, language is a barrier. But in these challenges, you find beauty and connection. This is the Ecuador that stays with you, a richness no money can buy. It's an experience that changes you. Otavalos market is legendary, a kaleidoscope of color and sound. But it's more than a place to buy souvenirs. It's the heart of the Otavaleno community. Here tradition and commerce blend. Families work together, children learn the trade. The market is alive with Quechua language and cultural pride. Otavalenos have turned ancient skills into thriving business without losing their identity. To understand Otavalo, leave the plaza, visit Laguna de Quicocha, see backstrap looms in action, share a meal with a local family. The market is just the public face of a deep, welcoming culture. It's a place to connect, not just to shop. Here, you witness resilience and tradition firsthand. The Avenue of the Volcanoes is more pilgrimage than road. Snow-capped peaks like Cotopaxi and Chimborazo flank your journey. The landscape is primal, weather shifting in an instant. Step out. Hike Cotopaxi National Park. Circle Laguna Limpio-Pungo. Feel the immense silence. For the adventurous, ascend toward Cotopaxi's refuge. Each step brings awe and solitude. This is nature at its rawest. The avenue connects communities living in the shadow of giants, farming rich volcanic soil. Here, mountains are sacred, sources of life and reverence. Traveling this route is traveling through the heart of Andean culture. It's a lesson in respect and intimacy with the land. The true magic is found beyond the car window. Descend from the towering Andes and enter Mindo, a cloud forest where the world turns impossibly green, and every breath feels like a step into a living, breathing painting. Here, the mountains gently roll down into a sea of emerald, shrouded in mist and mystery, inviting you to lose yourself in nature's embrace. Clouds drift through ancient trees, their branches heavy with delicate orchids and thick, velvety moss. The air is cool and damp, filled with the scent of earth and blooming flowers, as if the forest itself is exhaling after a summer rain. The air is alive with birdsong, hummingbirds darting like living jewels, toucans calling from the treetops, and the brilliant cock of the rock flashing its fiery plumage. Every moment a new melody rises, echoing through the canopy. Mindo is a paradise for the senses, a hotspot for biodiversity where every inch teems with life. Vibrant butterflies flutter past, rare insects crawl along leaves, and flowers burst in every imaginable color, creating a living mosaic. Adventure awaits around every corner. Hike winding trails to hidden waterfalls, or soar above the canopy in a cable car, gazing down at the endless green below. Each path offers a new perspective, a new story to discover. Visit a local chocolate farm, where you can taste, roast, and grind cacao yourself. Experience the journey from bean to bar, and savor the rich flavors that only this land can produce. Here, you connect directly to the source, feeling the weight of cacao pods in your hands, learning the ancient traditions that turn them into chocolate, and understanding the deep relationship between people and the land. Mindo's community values conservation over destruction, choosing ecotourism as a path forward. Local guides share their knowledge, and families work together to protect the forest, ensuring its wonders endure for generations. By visiting, you become part of this vision, supporting sustainable tourism and helping preserve a world that might otherwise be lost. Every step you take here helps protect a fragile, irreplaceable ecosystem. The greatest treasures here are made of life, not gold. Rare orchids, dazzling butterflies, and tiny frogs are the true riches of Mindo, inspiring wonder in all who see them. Mindo is a living reminder of what's worth protecting, a place where elders and children walk side by side, sharing stories and dreams beneath the ancient trees. It's a symphony of nature and community, where every note is played by the land and its people, and every visitor becomes part of the harmony. Cuenca Whispers, a city outside of time. Its historic center is a maze of cobblestones, colonial buildings, and sunlit plazas. The city is framed by rivers and the Andes, inviting you to stroll, not rush. Every corner reveals architectural gems and hidden courtyards. Cuenca is vibrant, creative, famous for artisans and the iconic Panama hat. Visit workshops, galleries, and markets. Feel the city's creative energy. Yes, it's touted as an expat haven, but its real wealth is atmosphere and community. The joy is in simple pleasures, fresh produce, riverside walks, shared moments. Cuenca wins you over with its undeniable charm. It's a city to savor, not just to save money in. Beyond Ecuador's party beaches lies a wild, rugged coast few see. Here, rainforest meets the Pacific. Deserted beaches, sleepy fishing villages, untamed beauty. Imagine miles of volcanic sand, driftwood, and breaching whales in the distance. The jungle behind is alive with howler monkeys. Life here is simple, tied to the tides and the sea. Family-run eateries serve the freshest seafood, humble, perfect meals. The people are warm, curious about rare visitors. The roads are rough, but the rewards are immense. Dawn fishing, hidden waterfalls, waves at night. This coast offers authenticity, not luxury. It's a place where nature is still in charge, a reminder of beauty off the beaten path. We return to the beginning, the crisp Andean air where the world feels new and possibilities stretch out with the rising sun. Here, in the heart of Ecuador, every breath is a reminder that travel is more than a journey from one place to another. It's a chance to rediscover wonder. The first sip of coffee is more than a morning ritual. It's a connection to the land, to the farmers who nurtured the beans, to the centuries-old traditions that flavor every drop. It's a moment to pause, to savor, to truly arrive. The myth of cheap Ecuador is just noise, distracting from the real story. True discovery requires investment, time, curiosity, humility. It's not about ticking off destinations or finding the lowest price, but about opening yourself to the unknown, letting the country reveal itself slowly, layer by layer. The most valuable experiences can't be measured in dollars. They're found in laughter shared with new friends, in meals that linger long after the last bite, in the warmth of a welcome from a stranger who soon feels like family. It's the conversation with a weaver, whose hands tell stories older than memory, whose art is woven with the colors of the mountains and the spirit of her ancestors. It's the taste of fresh chocolate, rich and earthy, a flavor shaped by volcanic soil and tropical sun. It's the awe before Cotopaxi, where the sheer scale of nature humbles and inspires in equal measure. Ecuador is a microcosm of South America, a land where diversity is not just a feature, but a way of life. Here, every region tells a different story. Every landscape offers a new adventure. Andes, Amazon, coast, Galapagos, ancient cultures, vibrant cities, each one a world unto itself, waiting to be explored, understood, and cherished. To focus on cost is to miss the masterpiece. The true richness of Ecuador is not found in bargains, but in beauty, in culture, in the stories that unfold when you take the time to look beyond the surface. Come not for cheapness, but for beauty, culture, and the thrill of discovery. Let yourself be challenged, surprised, and changed. Seek value, not savings. Seek the moments that make you feel alive, the challenges that teach you something new, the connections that last long after you've returned home. Seek the soul of the place, in the ruins of ancient civilizations, in the music that drifts through the streets, in the quiet moments of reflection as the sun sets behind the mountains. What you find will be worth far more than what you came to save. That's the real Ecuador, the soul of the matter waiting for you to discover it.